Ah, it is alive! It is alive! Ah, ha, 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 ha. Greetings, the world of the internet. I am the Great Master Squeakle. Welcome to Squirrel Talk Review. Is there anybody out there that actually wanted The Land Before Time to come back to life? It started off as one of Don Bluth's masterpieces, and quickly spouted sequel after sequel every year like clockwork. And yes, I have seen them all. The original is a timeless classic, and the early sequels were good as well. But producing a movie every year began to take its toll. After about the fourth one of these movies about the baby dinosaurs, the quality began to dip, then plummet. Eventually, it got to the point where the entire creation team behind the making of these movies had a complete and absolute mental breakdown, and they created that which is known as the wisdom of friends. Even though a series tried to spread its wings the same year, it was too late, and with a sigh of relief and sadness, the Land Before Time franchise went the way of the dinosaur. Then why does that thing exist? It's been 9 years since that mental breakdown. Why is there another one? Where did it come from? Is Universal so far out of ideas that they have to rely on this dinosaur to save them? Maybe, but as a fan since I was a mere pup, I have to take a look. So, will the 9-year hiatus regain their sanity, or is this dinosaur doomed to extinction? Let's find out. The movie begins, as they always do, with a lecture about dinosaurs from a narrator who could keep your attention just as well as Ben Stein could.
These mighty beasts were the dinosaurs.
But thankfully, these are short.
Yes, it was a place of wonder.
I said that these are always short.
Which is how the young Longneck, named Littlefoot, came to live with his grandmother. Grandfather.
Yes, I know you have 13 movies and a TV series to catch us up on, but hurry it up!
Then, a miraculous day came. Littlefoot and his father Bronn were reunited.
As the movie started yet. Wait, why is the young sharp-toothed Chompa here? Oh, that's right, they made him a character in the series, along with the pink one. And they're trying to incorporate those decisions. However questionable they may be. Oh, screw it. It's made for kids, and if a lion can befriend a meerkat and a warthog, this isn't that far-fetched. So these two additions pop into the plot, then pop out of the plot. There's no time for them. It's time to sing a song introducing the characters.
Hey, 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 today's the day. My dad's coming home from far away.
It's boring and forgettable. The song is ended by the hatchlings hatching. Ducky gets her 18th millionth younger sibling. No, really, just about every movie has a batch of these things popping out of eggs. I tell you, there is a swarm of these things out there somewhere. But no, that's not the main plot. In case you slept through that song a moment ago, or were put to sleep by it, the Longneck's father is coming in for a visit, bringing his entire herd along with him. He's trying to escape the movie! Stop him! Tell me that is not going to be a main character. This is Wild Arms, and he is as annoying as you can imagine. But he causes the plot to finally move forward. Littlefoot's father is missing after a volcano eruption, so naturally he wants to go save him.
Will you take us back there? You know the way.
You know there are plenty of others you could ask that are not this guy.
So, you want me to take you across the Earthbreak, through the land of the Featherhead Sharptooth, along the moving water,
The great rock that looks like a long neck, and past the mountains that burn.
The answer is no.
Well, big surprise, he's no help. Wait, why do you need a guide to help you get to the burning mountain? You can see it. It's right there. You've wandered off without a shred of directions before. What is stopping you now? Stop stalling and get this plot moving. Finally, the Longneck goes off alone to rescue his father after everybody else decides against it for reasons. But big shock, his friends follow him, so now the entire group is on their way. And they quickly come upon their first challenge.
Wild Arm said we have to cross the earth break.
Did he say how?
No.
How about a log? That's what they always use to cross the chasms in these things. Speaking of which, isn't that tree positioned just so that if it were to fall over...
Yeah!
So one challenge down.
So where do we go next?
So it is time for them to cross the...
The land of the featherhead sharp teeth.
But as aforementioned Sharptooth blocking the way. How shall we proceed?
Spike, you are my friend.
Why, sing a song about stinkweed, of course! This is the Land Before Time. What else did you think they were going to do? So this song is just as forgettable as the last one, but it's better, marginally. The song does hatch a plan to progress, using smelly plants to hide your scent from Sharpteeth. Now where have I heard that one before?
I call this the stinky place. You'll be safe here because nobody will be able to smell you.
I think I'd rather be eaten.
So they sneak through and... I don't know what those are, but they are awesome looking! I want one. Oh, I just want to put a saddle on it and terrorize all the people that attempt to run me over with their cars. Yes.
Quiet now.
Yes, Petrie, be very quiet. Quieter than quiet.
Shh! We're hiding! Be quiet, everyone, including me. Shh! Who's making that noise? Oh, it's me again.
They continue onward and find some water-based rest stop. I don't know if you're going to believe this, but go for a swim and wash off their disguises. Why are you all so carefree here? They know they are still in the Sharpteeth territory, and due to their sudden stupidity, they're now chased around by the cool feather-headed dinosaurs. Of course, seeing as how this is a children's movie, the predators politely run just a bit slower than the baby dinosaurs, and fall for the oldest trick in the book. Wasn't there another one? Why wasn't that Plan A? So the Sharpteeth give up after being embarrassed by babies and go off to chase more rats. And the cameos are back in the plot. So thanks to leaving behind a pair of friends that should have been part of the group, their departure has been noticed.
Littlefoot isn't here. And Sarah should be home by now, too.
I haven't seen Petrie either.
You know, at least the people playing the main baby dinosaurs are trying. And animation team is really putting their best foot forward in this. You all could try a little harder.
So, you think the kids have done the same thing they do in every movie? Yeah. Okay, let's go get them.
I know the plot's trying to write us out, but let's stay in it anyway.
So now we have a subplot going on, as two of the parents and the annoying character from before chasing after the kids, because now it's not too dangerous to go out there.
Or we can just be sensible and go back now. I vote sensible. Who's with me?
Just ignore him. The plot will kill him and ruin our G rating.
Littlefoot? Sarah? I smell them all!
So Chomper can smell the trail? Why didn't you smell them out in the first place? Why didn't you follow the trail in the first place? And most of all, why are you in this movie at all? You could have just written these two out. No one would have questioned it. No one would have said, where's the sharp tooth and the little pink one? Furthermore, this little subplot that is going on is pointless. It doesn't amount to anything. These characters don't do anything but follow the trail. The plot wouldn't have changed whether they followed the children or stayed in the valley. Back to the actual plot, we climb upon a hill and we can still see the volcano they're trying to find in the distance. I don't know why they're making a stink about trying to find these landmarks along the way. Just follow the smoke.
Can I see Littlefoot?
I sense a moment of slapstick.
Spike? I don't know if you should come up here.
Still waiting.
Petrie want to see too.
Still waiting.
I want to see for myself. Sarah!
Oh, fine. If you're not going to...
We should have gone my way. Oops.
Leave it to Sarah to get the job done. So hunger and sliding down a mountain causes them to fight and split into two groups.
You coming with me?
Sarah's way is easier.
I think so too.
So it's time for our next song about being alone.
I'm just fine on my own. When you're on your own, life is so exciting.
Still forgettable. So now they're walking in two groups. What puzzle piece can we shove into this spot? How about a random sandstorm?
Oh, sand cloud!
Whatever, it's time to introduce the new secondary character.
Don't tell me you're thinking about going back out there. That's a sand cloud, in case you didn't notice. Nothing you can do but wait out the storm.
Is that supposed to be the moral of this movie? Waiting?
Nope, not dead. You still got time to grow up and learn to listen.
I like this character. She amuses me. So the storm subsides and we find that the two groups have been split into three.
What about Petrie? The wind took him away. Oh, great. I guess we'll have to look for him.
How about you try that line again with a little bit more sympathy?
Petrie! Where is he?
You took 5 steps. You're going to have to try a little harder. Since they're searching so slow, we're not going to see what happened to Petrie in another minute or so. They are still searching every 5 steps. We may as well see what happened to the flyer ourselves.
Hello. Me, Petrie.
Petrie! Petrie! Petrie!
Remember my whole spiel a couple weeks ago about the mini sloths? Same deal. Pointlessly stupid, but in the same way, hilarious. Oh, it gets better.
What's going on? Hey!
Big dinner for leader.
Sacrificer, sacrificer. The end result is regrouping, just about as soon as they split apart.
Well, how are you supposed to find him? We don't even know where we are.
Why not just ask Petrie's new cult?
Petrie must go and find friend.
Nope, these things are completely useless, and their charm is officially worn off.
Petrie order no be sad.
Oh, how could I hate these things? They're so adorable. Meanwhile, we see that the long neck and flyer are still stuck in the same cave.
When you're stuck in a hole and you don't know where to go.
You have Reba playing the pterodactyl. She was bound to sing at some point.
Look for the light, one little spot, a little bit of hope.
can, boy, can she? This is the best song in this thing, and it's just catchy enough. And it isn't until the end of the song do they decide to try and find another exit to the cave instead of just staring at the collapsed entrance. Meanwhile, the others have encountered the... What is that supposed to be? A Devilsaurus? It looks like it glued those things on its head. They find themselves cornered, but you'll never guess who shows up.
Sorry to startle you, but I wonder if I can have just a moment of your time?
I love how nonchalant she talks to them as the Devilsaurus tries to break in. The gang is all back together, and they make up.
I'm sorry, Littlefoot. Me too.
If they kiss, I'm gonna puke.
With everyone friends again, the group goes on. It's a small world?
It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all.
This goes on for a while, and it's just the animation team showing off.
Light! We're coming out!
Petry's the only sky.
Oh, what does that mean?
Don't tell me. We're about to go over a huge waterfall.
Yep.
After getting off the ride, they finally find themselves at Mount Doom, and it isn't long until they find their missing father. I'd question how Braun survived, but he was played by Kiefer Sutherland, so no question about...
What are you doing here?
Who the hell are you? One pointless scene by the subplot later, and it is time to rescue Braun. They knock some rocks to unblock the water.
Water! We unblocked the water!
To quench the lava from the volcano. Is there anything original in this movie? And by using a tree that was clearly animated by somebody else, Braun is free and they jump to safety. Just as the subplot team shows up, just in time to do absolutely nothing but engage in the wrap-up by the...
Littlefoot had found his father.
This movie truly is Frankenstein's monster. They literally took the pieces of a dead franchise, stitched it together, and brought it back to life. The whole time, I found myself playing, what scene is that movie from? The main plot seems to have trouble staying focused. It's like a puppy in an aisle of chew toys. It's so easily distracted, and that's not even taking into account the pointless subplot that does nothing. The songs, except for the one by Etta, are forgettable and stale. The score is simply a carbon copy from other movies, but that's what they've always done. But you know what? This could have been a lot worse. I'd say that this movie is on par with just about before they started losing their minds from making these things every year. The voice actors playing the baby dinosaurs are putting in a good effort, which is more than I can say about some of the characters in this movie. Reba as Etta is just a delight overall, and the animation is very beautiful and flowing. They could have been cheap about this. Obviously, someone wanted this to work. So if you or your offspring are a fan of The Land Before Time, it's decent. It's way, 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 way off from their best work, but yeah, they've made worse. I am the Great Matthew Squeak, and this is Squirrel Talk Review.
Look for the light, one little spot, a little bit of